Claudia, so give me some of your opinions about real estate so far.
Opinions?
Yeah, like some of the things that you used to think compared to now.
Um, I didn't really used to think anything specifically. I didn't really know anything. I just knew it was selling houses. That's pretty much it.
You didn't know anything about the process or wondered anything.
Not really. I always thought that real estate wasn't for me because um, I feel like you need to be a personable type of person to really be good at it.
What do you mean by personable?
Like friendly and out, like talk to anyone and just likable. And I'm not like that.
You feel like you're not likable?
I'm not likable. I'm just shy and I don't like talking to people I don't know.
Yeah, I felt like I was like that before.
What are you doing? You just like melted into the background.
So, what's some of your opinions now? You've been in
Um,
here for almost a month or a little over a month.
well, I haven't seen that much of the buying and listing type of stuff, but the investing and flipping side uh, is a lot more interesting to me because I feel like anybody could flip a house and do all that type of stuff. You don't have to be a certain type of person, but I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think it's has a lot of opportunities. I think there's a lot of stuff to learn, and that you could do multiple things. You don't have to just do one.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a lot of opportunities here. I was talking to somebody the other day. I don't know if this makes sense to you, but okay, so you know what regulation means?
Mm-hmm.
Like when something gets regulated. Okay. So one of the problems that's happening with like crypto, I'm sure you've heard of crypto, is there's no regulations. And it's a problem depending on who you talk to, because some people would argue that that's what's best about it. So what's good about regulation is means that what with it having no regulations means that nobody puts their hands in there, right? There's no regulations. But real estate, there's so much regulation since it's so connected to the government that I feel like that's what makes it almost easier to invest and know what your outcome is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's not so risky. That's what you're trying to say.
Well, it's not just that it's not risky, but it's a lot more what's the word?
Secure,
Nope. Determinable. Like you can almost know in what direction you're going.
predictable. That's the word.
Predictable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot more predictable than anything else. Like for example, when we buy property, we can be just about 90 to 99% sure of what our outcome is going to be. Compared to if you were to buy crypto right now or stock, you can kind of guess what the future of that stock or crypto is going to be, but you can't know for sure. Even through something that we're going through right now of the interest rates and stuff getting changed, all
Yeah.
that obviously definitely affects the market. You're good. What's up?
It smells something like electric. Like burn.
Oh,
No te huele.
¿verdad? No, es el... Ya voy a poner los small thing.
I was like, esta oficina se está quemando.
Excuse me. What was I saying?
I know, right? That lost my train of thought. That you're talking about how it's predictable and how.
I have to take this one out because every time that bulb comes off, it's like really does. So yeah, it's extremely predictable on what our outcome is going to be, and that's what.
Now I
makes
can
it
like barely hear
the
you.
best.
Sorry.
Well, I turned my volume down.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You can hear me now? You can hear
Yes. Yeah.
me now? Yeah. So I was talking with somebody about that the other day. Regulations is good and bad depending on what side you're on. Click that. Or random comment. I don't know.
Okay. What other opportunities do you think there are in real estate? Would you say?
So for me, it really depends. It depends on each individual person. And then it depends on what the market is asking for as well. And it depends on what state you're in as well. So for example, in Florida, there's a super big lack.
So there's a big lack.
So there's a super big lack of new construction and people wanting to move to Florida. So I think right now is a great time for building properties. But then that comes with its own problems as well. Builders are more backed up than ever. Materials is more expensive than ever. Things are taking a lot longer just to get delivered. So it all depends really on. Hello? Hi, I'm looking for Edward. Okay, is there a better time to call him back? Next week is like Monday, okay? Friday? Alrighty, thank you so much. Bye. Yeah, Edward's not home. So we're gonna put follow up. Gets back. And then we're gonna put next week, Friday. So it really depends. At one point, through a lot of what we were just going through, where houses were appreciating a lot, flipping was a good strategy. It was almost extremely difficult to purchase a house, fix it up, and not be able to sell it for higher than what the house cost you. Very rare, because houses were appreciating so fast. So every single market just calls for something different. And I feel like that's what makes us a little different. We don't just like, we're not just real estate agents, or we're not just investors, or we're not just whatever label people want to put. We literally try to determine what the market's asking for and deliver there. So right now we were flipping a property. We're trying to build some developments. If the market changes, who knows where we'll go. Okay. We always try and put in there anything that we can buy and hold. Anything that we can buy and hold and add to our passive income that we were talking about, that's always the best. That's always the best. But what happens with that is sometimes it requires a lot of money to just stay in there. And obviously that's why it depends on everybody's financial situation. Maybe you can flip a property and leave 50, 60 grand in there and just refinance every single time and get most of your money back. Not everybody has a chance to leave 20 to 50 grand in every single property. What's really cool about real estate, though, is you can do it with none of your money if you're really good at it. Or you should be really good at it because you're playing with people's money.
What do you mean?
So, for example, we've talked a little bit about like private money, hard money.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Hello? I'll see myself. And then we have conventional and we have non-conventional mortgages. With me so far?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So private money, you can raise as much as you want. I mean, we were talking the other day, if you have money left over to invest it in one of our deals as they come up. That's literally what private money is. Now, a person with not so much money might just be like, dang, no, I don't want to invest 5, 10 G's, 50 G's, 100 G's, whatever it is. But there's people with shit ton of money that have no problem saying, yo, here's 50 G's, here's 100 G's, here's 200 G's, here's $1 million, right? The development that we're doing is $12 million and they talk about it like it's nothing. That's because in their bank accounts, there's 50, 60, 70, 80, $100 million, right? So there's something that you can bring to the table that's called equity sweat or sweat equity, where a person that's in real estate, we come across all different type of deals. Like that's literally what we do. If your job is to serve at McDonald's, for example, you're coming across all different type of burgers. I don't know if that's a good example, but here you're in real estate. So we get deals thrown at us every single day. Now, some of those deals don't make sense for us to do on our own, but they might make sense for us to raise the money for it. The house what we're flipping will be all in about $390,000. And only $5,000 came out of our pocket. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So that means that a person's thinking like, dang, this house costs $330,000. It's going to take $50,000, $60,000 in rehab. I don't have that type of money. And we were able to get access to it with just $5,000. Right? So from that $5,000, we should profit anywhere from $50,000 to $70,000. Just throwing rough numbers out there. So imagine what type of return are you getting when you're. Hello? Hi, I'm looking for Pewart. My name is Yadi. Is this Pewart? Am I saying all right? He's gonna hang up. I couldn't even understand him. He didn't really speak English or something. Okay. You can imagine if you were to give me $5,000 and I was to give you back $50,000, you would be like, wow. Think about how much faster you can like retire or whatever the case is. Reach your goals, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an opportunity. But the thing is, opportunities pop up every single day too.
Yes.
And by that, I mean like new houses come to the market every single day. Those are new opportunities every single day. And then those are just the ones of people waiting back and waiting for an opportunity to show up. You have people like us that are consistently out here forcing an opportunity or finding the opportunity instead of waiting for them to come to us. Hey, I'm looking for Joseph. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Joseph. My name is Yadi. How are you doing today? Yeah, he wasn't super friendly.
What do you say?
Who is this? My name's Yachty. What do you want? Like screaming. And they hung up.
I don't know why people answer if they're just gonna be aggressive off rip. Like, you don't even know what I'm calling for. You already mad.
I mean, you have to understand they get a shit ton of phone calls.
But like, just don't answer.
It happens though. You're just talking to. I already told you. Hello.
Nobody's answering me.
I already told you you're gonna talk to 10,000 people. Out of those 10,000 people, 9,000, there's a good chance they're assholes.
Oh.
500 are a good chance that they'll be nice. And you'll get about 500 deals out of those 10,000. I don't know about 500 deals.
Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe like 50.
I think like 100
Mm.
out of 10,000 people.
Mm-mm.
You have to realize that out of those 9,000, 10,000 people, 8,000 aren't picking up right away. Those 8,000
A
take
lot of
anywhere
them.
from 1 to 6 months to talk to.
A lot of them don't pick up. A lot. Anyways, why'd you want to get into real estate?
I've always been a business guy. So when I was 16, couldn't even get a job yet because I had to wait to be 18. I started buying cell phones like iPhones, iPhone 4 and stuff like that, I believe, on eBay. And I would buy them with a problem, which is kind of the same thing as a property now that I think about it. They either had a broken screen or a broken part, and I would buy it at a discount. I would have my store that I would buy all my parts from, buy it, fix it up, and then sell it off and make a profit. I just compared the two. I had never done that before. But so I was doing that at 16. At 18, they called me about my first job. It was actually a knife company called Primerica was the insurance thing. Cutco. I don't know if you ever heard of Cutco. So it's a company that sells knives, and their knife set are anywhere from like $5,000 to $10,000. So these are like luxury knives. I did that for about a year. So I was in sales, left that. From there, I went to go work at a pharmacy delivering medicine. Did that for like 2-3 years. And then left that, went to Primerica, another sales job. Sold some life insurance there for a while. Somehow I got an opportunity at Express, like the store in the mall. Worked there for a few months. Noticed that shit was not for me. And then I got the opportunity to run the assisted living. Did that for like 3 years. Noticed that I really, really do like being my own boss and having access to whatever I want. The problem with that business was I couldn't scale it. Like I couldn't make it a lot bigger. Decided to close that down. During that same time, I had like an Airbnb going for about a year, but I hadn't taken it as like a business. It was just a little place that I had that was rent, making $2,500 a month, whatever it was. So decided to close the assisted living down, turn that into an Airbnb. So now we have more Airbnbs. And hello? Hi, where's this? I don't really know what she said. I think it was a business. closed the assisted living, made an Airbnb, and started working at a construction company that we invested in. Learned a shit ton about construction. It was in sales there as well. And then it turned into a manager at the granite shop that I purposely went into to learn what happens back there with the granites and stuff like that. Decided to leave there and come into real estate. It was all connected. So I was consistently inside homes that investors were either flipping or fixing to rent it or whatever the case is. And I quickly realized that that's where the money was. So after I closed the assisted living, though, is when I had that like mentality change, which is why I closed the assisted living, and decided that I was going to stay in something that had to do with sales. That it determines on me if I want a paycheck or not. I know right now I can go home for 3 months and live my best life, and nobody's going to tell me a damn thing. Now, can my finances support that lifestyle? You know, or if it can, how long can it support it? But it also depends on me. If I want to make $10,000 this month, nobody's stopping me. Nobody's saying like, hey, I can't pay you that much, or literally, absolutely nobody can say a damn thing. If you want to go home and you want to dedicate 10 hours a day to making phone calls, nobody's going to stop you. If our list produce you $2 million, nobody's going to stop you. Because if you produce $2 million, that means we produced 5. Does that make sense? So I really like that world. Hello, I'm looking for Kimura. Hey, sir, my name is Yadiel. I'm with Prime Flip. And the reason for my call is I'm working with buyers that are looking for houses in your zip code, which I believe is 33606. Is that correct? Will do. Thank you, sir. Yeah, he didn't want to talk.
Yeah.
House is not for sale. It's fine, though. He wasn't an ass. That's the other thing, too. Like, I get to decide who I work with. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more money than even any of us can do anything with. So compared to when you were like serving tables and shit, if there was an asshole and that was your table, suck that shit up.
Basically.
Here, if somebody's an asshole, I can just be like, hey, you know what? I don't think we're a good fit. Go work with somebody else. That was big for me too.
What?
The fact of having that freedom.
Oh.
Right now, either of us can get up and just go home if we wanted to.
Bye. No, I was kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, it does have its benefits, but what would you say are some like cons?
I mean, the cons is that we're humans and we're naturally, for the most part, very complacent, lazy motherfuckers. Or we've turned into that. I don't know if we've always been that way. But a lot of people, what happens when they get into any sales job is they just start chilling. Unless you're a car salesperson, then you still have a manager there on top of you. That's like draining your ass. But for example, places like real estate, I'll use the examples that I worked at, Primerica and Cutco. Nobody's calling you at the end of the week to see what you did or didn't do. I mean, you might have some type of like support team based, but at the end of the day, it's your responsibility. So sometimes we take that for granted and we're like, oh, just chilling. Sometimes a lot of us start creating like we're busy. And it's what we were talking the other day about the hours that we're busy. How much of those busy hours are income producing hours? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a difference between being busy on a bullshit meeting or going through your emails, knowing that there's nothing there, You know what I'm saying? Like we create these busy scenarios in our heads all the time. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. How much of that is legitimately income producing? That the outcome of that could be a paycheck. Those are the hours that really matter.
Yeah, I guess it's just the type of person, obviously, as well. Some people don't have the same mindset and they just are complacent, like you said, and they're just happy with that.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, I think a lot of us are that way though. I think the majority of us are like that. It's just a lot of salespeople and driven people are created. Like they somehow start either creating themselves or surround themselves with people that start making you that way. You don't really just wake up one day and you're like, dang, I'm gonna get into sales because that's where I'm in control.
Yeah,
No, it's
usually
like
they
shit.
come to like a realization or something.
Yeah, maybe they got to do more shrooms or something.
I don't know.
But yeah. Even like coming into it, sometimes people hear the good things like, yeah, you're in control of your money, this or that. But then that goes away real quick. But then even that motivation goes away after like 4 months that they're like been doing busy work and they
I
haven't
feel like
gotten a paycheck.
it's just easier to give up sometimes.
It's always easier to go.
So even if they are motivated and are like, I'm gonna get into this and then start 4 months, they might be like, oh, actually, I haven't sold anything and hate life.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna quit and just go back to, I don't know, scooping ice cream or something, whatever.
Hello? Hi, I'm looking for Linda. Yes, sir. Is this Linda? Hey, sir. So the reason I'm calling is I'm actually working with a few buyers in your zip code 33611. Are you looking to sell any properties in that zip code? Yes, sir. So just the reason for my call is we're trying to help our buyers in that zip code. So we're just giving some of the homeowners or property owners their phone call to see if they're looking to sell any properties. I mean, we do have one here that shows that Linda owns 6910 South Magdill Avenue.
Hello?
2 months ago. Okay.
Hello?
Thank you. Hello? Oh, he hung up on me, but he sold the house 2 months ago. So see, we're 2 months late to this content. That's what happened. That's the thing too. Everybody sells. At one point or another, everybody sells, and it's all a matter of timing. Calling the right people on the right day at the wrong time, at the right time.
So his name is Linda?
No, it was the husband.
Oh. You're getting more people to answer him. People answering me. Some more people answering you than me.
Hello? That number. But I think when I first started, I had like a really big mentality on like discipline, not discipline, on motivation. And then after a few months, you kind of realize motivation ain't shit. Motivation comes and goes all the time. in a single year, you can get motivated multiple times. But then the problem with that is that motivation always goes away. So then that's where discipline really comes in, which is really the hard one.
But I feel like it's also a part of the way you were raised. Like your dad, doesn't he have like his own business? Been had?
Yeah, it could have something to do with that.
Because my parents always told me, still tell me, go to school, get a job, work till you can retire. And that's life and that's happiness. But I feel like if you had somebody there that was like, oh, look, I'm making this much because I did my own business and showed you, it could help change your mentality.
Yeah, that can definitely help because you're already looking at that perspective of it. Like you're growing up in that perspective of it. But the people that don't get raised, like for example, you, it's just about taking the time to learn it. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't use that excuse of, oh, my household wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. But I feel like that's just a lot of people's mindset as well. That they just feel like they can't do it or like it's not possible. Something
Well, I
like
don't
that.
think everybody should do it. Everybody can't be a salesperson.
Obviously. Then we would all just be doing the same thing. So we wouldn't be doing anything. But that's what I'm saying. It's every type of person too, because there's, like I said, there's people who are happy working at McDonald's or at a pizza shop till they're 50 years old. There's at Olive Garden, there was this old lady who was like 70, 80 years old, and she was still serving tables. She had been there for years.
It's because they get complacent.
That's what I'm saying. So like she was happy with her little life, but
As long as you're happy, right? Do what makes you happy.
exactly.
A lot of people fake their happiness, though.
I just don't like when people say that money can't buy you happiness.
Money most
'Cause-
definitely buy you happiness.
Exactly. The only people who say that are people who have money. Like
The only people that say what?
that money doesn't buy you happiness.
I think broke people are the ones that say that.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot of people with money who say that.
I personally feel like it's a lot of people without money justifying why they don't go after it. Money doesn't buy you happiness. Go live your life. Yeah, bitch. Money does buy happiness. I'm going to go live my life.
Money does buy you a lot of things. Can't buy you everything,
It buys you everything in life.
basically, but like not everything technically, but hello? Hello? Okay. No response.
At 145 calls.
Let me see. 142.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So we're almost at 200. I mean, 300 total.
What do you think has you pushing towards becoming an agent?
Just so I can have a basic understanding of everything.
Yeah, I don't think me becoming an agent helped me with that. I kind of learned it all here. But I definitely would recommend you to be an agent, not being an agent. If you're gonna work here.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it just would be better for understanding everything.
So, él dice que arriba. Arriba también. For the lot. Okay, I'm gonna send you the address. And Comanche. Comanche. It's like 20 minutes from here.
That's fine.
What is the freaking address? Where do you live?
Huh?
Where do you guys live? I didn't ask.
By here.
Oh, here.
Pretty close to here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Where are you at, St. Pete?
I was like 5 minutes from the office before. So now it's like, and my daughter is off this week. So I feel so bad. Really, really much. So I send you that 3604 East Comanche Avenue.
Okay. When do you need to buy?
Wow. I know, it's just like I've been so busy. I was gonna call you yesterday, but
What's that corner lot?
no, it's next to the. It's you're gonna see it. It's next to new. Next to that.
There's a new house on that lot?
Next to it. No, on the lot. The lot is just a lot.
That's fine.
I know. I text you and I'm like, hey, yeah, he's gonna know who I am. So I'm sorry, Mom.
No, you're good. I'll start charging it and see if I can pass by it today. If not, first thing in the morning. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Then I'm gonna charge it right now, and I'll either take them when I leave here today or first thing in the morning.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Hello? Anything new here? Nothing new? Nothing new? Nothing new? Nothing new? Hello? Hello? Hi, I'm looking for Daryl. Okay. Thank you very much. I think we forget to click on like future follow-up on anybody that says like it's not for sale.
I do.
I'd be forgetting sometimes. 'Cause I do it so quickly. Hello?
Why is nobody answering me, but people are answering you?
I told you, it all depends. Most of those happen with like the fifth or sixth follow-up.
What are you doing?
Hello?
What are you doing?
Hey, Jenna, how are you doing today? I'm doing good, thank you very much. I have a question. Do you guys do any type of property management for other like real estate investors, stuff like that? For other real estate investors, like properties and stuff like that, or you guys just manage your own properties?
Testing. Testing.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I mean, there's a few more units, but yeah, pretty much like your own personal. So yeah, pretty much trying to see somebody who can manage my portfolio.
Hi. Hello? I'm looking for Jose. Jose? No.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Okay, thank you. That's weird.
Okay. 702. 3717. And what did you say his name was? Awesome. Alrighty, thank you so much. Likewise.
You stay say that.
Just the property management, so I kind of just took advantage to get their number.
It was so weird because I was like, oh, it's just Jose, and she was is a girl. She was like, is this are you calling about something? I don't know what she said, like a company name. I was like, no. She was like, well, no, it's not. I was like, okay, that's weird. Are you lying?
It's okay, girl.
How many like transactions have you made?
So since I became an agent, I've had 3 transactions.
How long have you been an agent for?
I want to say like 6 months, 7 months.
Okay. And what do you think so far has been the hardest part?
It depends though, because I don't really do agent stuff. Like you don't see all my posts like, oh, if you're looking to sell or buy your house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it goes back to it depends what your goals are or what you're trying to do here. I think if a person comes in and starts focusing on being an agent, 4 to 6 months to get the first deal. But then after you get your first deal, it's like we go back to that snowball effect. If you make it long enough as an agent, I guarantee you, you're set for the remainder of your life. But it depends what contacts you make while you're here too. You'll meet a lot of wealthy people in real estate. They just all end up here. Either they start here or they end here. What do you think most people invest in real estate, Claudia?
Hello? Hello?
we doing?
Yeah.
You can come in though. We're just recording
No,
the
yo lo
podcast.
hago.
Huh?
Quiero que veas algo en la computadora.
What?
Search for this address.
On the MLS.
$37.91.
$37.
91. 72. In LA, street level. No. 72. Street level. No, hasta en Sunil. Creo que tú busques nada más. Ahora un poquito. Esa propiedad está aquí, ¿verdad? Nosotros estamos, no, chicos. Nosotros estamos aquí. Right? Esta propiedad acaba de pasar por 465.
What happened?
Esa propiedad acaba de pasar por 465 la price.
475.
465.
This is this lady's house, right? And ours was
He doesn't have garage. Y es como 80 y pico pies más chiquita que la de nosotros.
nice. And that garden looks absolutely horrible.
Correct. And the roof.
Why didn't they spend $6,000 on grass there?
No,
The kitchens no se compara.
nothing, bro. Nothing. Bathroom, maybe.
The showers are about the same. It's gonna be about the same scenario there. Our master no se compara.
Nothing. Y ese closet fue hecho ya a la fuerza.
Yeah.
So ese closet no estaba ahí. Look.
Y mira eso en el master.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-mm. Other bathroom looks good though. What was their list price?
459,
And they're appraised at 469,
465.
465.
Y da 320 el pie cuadrado. Y nosotros tenemos 1516.
Yeah, this house doesn't
Hello?
compare with ours.
320. Sí, sí, incluye el garaje. Y el techo que tenemos nosotros mejor. Y el landscape de nosotros va a estar mucho mejor. We are literally right there next to this tree. Right there.
Yeah. That's awesome.
We do, bro. You need me for anything right now? You need me for anything right now? Then, guys, I walk out. No puedo hacer eso. Quiero tomar las cubiertas, entonces.
We're doing it every day.
No, vaya. ¿Ustedes no?
Well, she's going every morning.
Are
I do
you
it in
leaving?
the afternoon.
Yo no tengo que hacer club out.
Oh, I do. Thank
Este
you.
fue todo mío, bro.
Was she?
Y tengo una red para afuera esperando. Yo te escribí un mensaje para la llamada.
I texted
Y el
her.
teléfono apagado. O no sé, no abrí.
See what I was talking about earlier, Claudia?
What?
I'll tell you exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 properties away from ours. they listed, meaning their asking price, was $265.
Mm-hmm.
Their asking price. Sorry,
Was
I knew that was wrong.
265?
No,
No.
their asking price was $459,900. Their offer on the property, what the buyers made was $475,000. So $10,000, about $16,000 on top of their asking price. And with all of that, the appraiser, the person that determines what the actual value of this property is, came in at $485. And our property is bigger. And when we were doing our flip, we were estimating to sell at $465.
Mm.
So if an appraiser comes back and tells you,
How much did you guys buy it for?
we got it for $330. And our goal is to sell now with the new information, which we were talking about actually a week ago, is to sell at either $489 or $499. In a matter of probably 2 months.
That's good. That's a lot more.
What's even better about
Room.
this, what's even better is that we're not making all that money. Like, yeah, we're making our cut, but we're also paying, in this specific scenario, 15 to 18% to the
You
people
hear
that
that?
invested with us.
Sorry.
Did you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
What up, Steve-O? Everything's good, bro. Motherfucker hasn't even responded. Nice. How spacious does it look? Okay. Okay, we'll wait for Tuesday then. Bet. That's exciting, dog. That's badass. Steve, who do you think we should use for the glass person? Should we use the connect that we had there at Villa? Well, I'm talking about just ordering it from that company. I don't remember their turnaround time. That's not bad. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I know that. What was that guy's name? The guy that we use for everything. With the Ford truck. No. The other guy that did the condo. Remember Marcel's condo in Ybor? No, I don't think it was Angel. He worked with his dad or something like that. Yeah. Dude, I don't remember his name, man. Oh well. It's all good. Let me talk to Ariam, see who he has, and I'll let you know. But it's okay. That's cake. What's he gonna take down? Yeah, he's gonna take all that off. Okay. Yeah, especially in like the kitchen and living room area. But alrighty, I'll get with Ariam right now.
Hello?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Hello?
Man, I was gonna order the granite from Nexus, and I was gonna talk to Lewis the cutter and just run it as if it's one of his jobs, and then he'll install it for me. I don't know. Just I don't know. Lewis works really well with me. No, I don't really give a fuck. But I just know that last time that I did a granite job, I ran it through Lewis specifically as if it was one of his jobs. And since I'm having him install it, he like works on it super quick on his own time. Like last time he went into work like an hour before just to cut it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he'll turn it around quick for me. I was going to determine after I saw the floor. I was either going not so much the cabinets. I kind of know what the cabinets are going to look like, but more like the tone of the laminate floor we're putting in there. I was either thinking, I have three options in my head, but I haven't decided till I see that floor. It was either the white Calicata, but I feel like that was too much white. Either the gray Calicata, depending on the floor, or even that like gray sparkling white or that gray sparkly color. Remember? I felt like I really like those three personally. The gray with the white veins. Okay. Yeah. That's my yeah, that was the first option I said. I was kind of leaning for the gray one with the white lines a little more. That way it gives it like a different tone since the whole kitchen's going to be white. Okay. That's fine. We can do all 3 bathrooms if anything. Yeah. Oh, I meant 2 bathrooms in the kitchen. Yeah. It depends because you kind of have the same color theme in the bathroom. Yeah. I think next time we see each other there, we can talk about it and see what's going to be the best option. Okay. You want to do Monday or just Tuesday, pick up the whole set after the floor? That way you don't have to be moving all those boxes while you put the floor.
Hello?
All right. So
Hello?
53 for the guest bathroom. You know what we're putting in the master?
Did you hear that?
36.
Oh, I can't do that.
Okay. It's up to you. I mean, if you want to put one of those. What color should we go with? White or gray? Okay. So either dark gray or white. I think especially if we give it a different tone countertop. Yep. Yeah, that was the third option I said. I don't remember it being that expensive. I remember it being like $550, $600 a slab. If anything, we can try and see if we either use one granite, not one slab, but one granite for the kitchen and the 2 bathrooms, or use one slab for the kitchen and then one slab for both bathrooms. Yeah, it looks badass. I think moving that wall just a little bit. We were there yesterday. No. The drywall was on the bedroom, not the wall, not the bathrooms yet. That bathroom's gonna sell that house. That bathroom and that kitchen, I think. Yeah. All the decisions you made are fucking great. Happy as hell, dog, to be honest. All right, Steve. Alrighty. All right, Steve. This thing got me off of my calls.
Because you answered a call?
I think it was just too long without pressing a button. All right, so we're gonna stop recording. So say bye. Bye.
Bye.
Appreciate you guys. If you guys watched this long.
I don't think anybody.
Bye.
I think they stopped watching when you started talking on the phone.